My child, do not scroll past this moment. Stop right where you are. Listen to me carefully, because I am speaking directly to you today. Your struggle is ending. The pain that has haunted you, the fear that gripped your chest, the confusion that darkened your mind, the battles you have fought in silence, the storms that threatened to break you, the heaviness that followed you for so long, it all ends now. Your new beginning starts the moment these words touch your heart. And I am not speaking to you through chance or luck or randomness. Heaven itself has placed this message in front of you because your spirit is standing on the edge of a shift you have cried for and waited for. You did not find this by accident. I brought this to you because it is time. I slowed your steps. I interrupted your scrolling. I quieted your thoughts for this exact moment because something needs to shift in you today. Heaven pauses when I speak to you like this. The angels stop moving and lean close because they know what I am about to release into your life. They know the weight of this moment. They know the power these words carry because destiny itself is opening. The old season that held you captive is losing its grip on your soul. Your support, no matter the size, becomes a seed that multiplies blessings back into your own life. You are no longer seeing in the ordinary way. Do you feel the stillness around you right now? That sudden pause in the atmosphere, that unexpected pull in your spirit, that gentle warmth in your chest. That is me. That is my presence sitting beside you, guiding your eyes to these lines, wrapping around your heart with holy urgency. This is not just another message you are reading. This is a divine intervention. I stepped into your day. I stepped into your timeline. I stepped into your thoughts because your soul needed to hear me right now, in this moment. You have been walking with questions that nobody could answer. You have been breathing through pain that made no sense. You have been carrying wounds that nobody saw. You have been smiling while breaking inside. You have endured episodes of suffering that would have destroyed most people. Yet, you kept standing. You kept breathing. You kept moving forward even when you did not know how. And I watched all of it. I felt every tear you cried in secret. I heard every silent cry that escaped your lips at 3 o'clock in the morning. I held every shaking breath that you did not know how to steady. I was there. My child, I could not let you take another step without stopping you and speaking truth over your life. Listen to what I am saying to you. It is over. The wait is finished. The battle is ended. The cycle that tormented your heart, the confusion that stole your peace, the fear that pressed against your mind at night. It is all finished now. Heaven has made a decision concerning you. And when heaven decides something, nothing on earth can change it. When I speak, it is done. When I close a chapter, no person and no force can reopen it. You have wandered through a long darkness. You have survived storms that tried to take you out. You have endured pain that others would have collapsed under. You have kept going with a heavy heart. You have carried trauma in your chest and still managed to rise each day. I need you to keep reading because what comes next will unlock something inside you. I saw all of it. And now, because you refuse to give up, because you kept holding on even when you were shaking, because you held on to hope even when hope felt small and distant, heaven is giving you a new beginning. This message is your line between what was and what will be. This is your crossing point. This is where the old loses its authority and the new takes its place. Something holy is shifting around you right now. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit feels it. The gentle warmth, that sudden calm, that strange sense that something is different about this moment. That is my presence touching you deep in your soul. That is my hand reaching into the deepest part of your being and saying, "You are safe now. You are free now. You are entering a new beginning." There is a reason you paused right here in this moment. There is a reason your heart leaned in to keep reading. There is a reason you felt something pulling you to not turn away. You have reached the moment that heaven wrote for you long before you were born. A moment where your story turns. A moment where restoration begins. A moment where old chains fall away. A moment where your identity rises again. A moment where what felt impossible suddenly becomes possible. Do not ignore this moment. Do not brush this off as just another video you watched. This is me speaking, and I am speaking, because you are stepping out of something heavy and stepping into something holy. You have cried enough tears. You have fought enough battles. You have questioned enough times. You have struggled enough. You have survived enough. Now it is time to actually live. It is time to breathe freely again. It is time to feel joy without fear following you. It is time to walk without carrying everything on your shoulders. It is time for a fresh start. A beginning written by my hands, not by your pain. Your new beginning does not come tomorrow. It does not come next week. It does not come someday far away. It begins now. It begins with these words. It begins with this moment. It begins with this breath. Heaven has declared it. The shift has already started. You stepped into your new season the second you stopped to read this. Can you feel the break in the atmosphere? That is the sound of your old season collapsing. That is the sound of chains falling away. That is the sound of your heart being lifted by my love and restored by my grace. I am wiping away the old season. I am clearing the path before you. I am breaking every cycle that held you captive. I am silencing the lies that echoed in your mind. I am removing the shadows that followed you. I am healing the wounds that nobody else could see. I am restoring the strength you thought you lost forever. I am giving you your life back. Not the life you had before with its pain and disappointment. A better one, a whole one, a blessed one, a life that reflects my glory and my purpose for you. But my child, hear me clearly. Stay with me right now. Do not scroll away. Do not rush past this moment. One more second of hesitation could delay what I have opened for you. You are standing at the doorway of a new season right now. Do not walk away from this threshold. Let me finish what I started in this very moment. Let me speak into the places you kept hidden. Let me rebuild you from the inside out. Let me bring you into the life I always intended for you. Stay with me. If you are claiming God's promises over your life right now, let your faith be known. Let heaven hear your declaration. When you say amen, you are partnering with me. You are saying yes to the shift. You are opening the door for restoration to flood into your life. The new beginning you prayed for is unfolding as you read these words. Come even closer and listen to me with a calm heart, because I am declaring something over your life that heaven has already sealed. It is finished. The attacks against you, the loneliness that pressed hard, the disappointment that delayed your breakthrough, the fear that stayed longer than it should have, the nights that broke you in silence, the weight that sat on your chest, the confusion that stole your peace, that entire season, the one that drained you and tested you and stretched you and left you feeling empty. It is completely finished. I am speaking this to you directly, so your heart can finally rest and know that you are not returning to what once hurt you. The old season has reached its appointed end. You walked through a long, painful chapter that few people understood. You carried burdens quietly. You smiled while your soul was crying. There were days you told yourself you were fine, even when you were trembling inside. You endured storms inside your mind, storms inside your heart, storms that made you question your worth, your purpose, your hope, even your future. You survived things that would have crushed most people. You did it with little support. You did it with little understanding from those around you. You did it with only the strength left inside you. Yet still, you got up still. You kept going still. You pressed forward even when you did not know how. And because you endured, because you did not give up, because you continued to seek me even when it felt like I was silent, I am now declaring the end of that long chapter of pain. I am closing it myself with my own hands. Another day of that pain will not follow you into your new beginning. The season that hurt you is not allowed to touch what I am opening for you next. The enemy does not get to repeat old cycles. The wounds of the past do not get to reopen. The disappointments that shaped your nights do not belong in your future. I am putting a final wall between your yesterday and your tomorrow. No darkness will cross that line. You ask me, how can you say it is over when I still feel traces of it? And I answer you with complete truth. Seasons end in heaven before they end on earth. Breakthroughs are born in the spiritual realm before they show up in the natural world. Freedom begins in the unseen before it shows up in your emotions and your circumstances. You have already stepped out spiritually. You simply have not felt it yet in your body. But the shift is real. The change is happening. The transformation has already begun. Your emotions will catch up. Your circumstances will shift. Your mind will believe what heaven has already declared. And when your body finally feels what your spirit already knows, you will weep. You will weep because you will finally understand how loved you are, how protected you are, how chosen you are. The enemy could not stop you because heaven would not let him. When darkness tried to reach for you, my angel stepped in. When depression tried to suffocate you, my presence surrounded your spirit. When hopelessness tried to enter you in the night, my warriors fought for you. You did not fall because heaven held you upright. You did not break because I was your shield. You did not give up because my hand was on your back the entire time. Do you remember the nights where you felt something holding you together when you were falling apart? That was me. Do you remember the moments when you walked through danger without realizing it was danger? That was my divine intervention. Do you remember the sudden peace that came in the middle of chaos? That was my voice calming your storm. Do you remember the moments when your spirit felt too heavy to continue, but somehow you did? That was my presence lifting you. Every single attack that came against you came because of the calling on your life. The enemy saw your potential before you did. He feared the person you were becoming. He feared the strength you were developing in the storm. He feared the wisdom you gained in the fire. He feared the faith that grew when everything went dark. He feared the authority you would walk in after surviving the season meant to break you. My child, you need to understand something deep in your bones. You are dangerous to darkness. You are a threat to the enemy's kingdom. You carry light that shatters shadows. You carry purpose that shakes the ground of hell. That is why you were attacked so fiercely. Not because you were weak, but because you were chosen. And even right now, as you read these words, darkness trembles because you are waking up to the truth. You are realizing what really happened. You are recognizing that you are not broken. You are rising. You are not defeated. You are transforming. You are not weak. You are anointed, and the enemy cannot stop what I am about to do in your life. He tried to destroy you, but he failed. You survived every attack because I stood between you and destruction. You made it through storms that were never meant for you. You overcame things you still do not know were trying to kill your spirit. Heaven fought for you relentlessly. My angels covered you fiercely. And now, because you survived, because you endured, because you held on even when everything tried to pull you under, your new beginning has arrived. No attack that came against you will have power in your next chapter. No darkness that tried to bury you will enter your new season. No fear that followed you will step into your new beginning. Every battle is behind you now. Every storm has lost its grip. Every attack has been silenced. The victory is yours. The triumph is certain. The breakthrough is here. You survived because heaven would not let you fall. And now you will rise because heaven has declared your breakthrough. Now, come even closer, because I am about to show you something that will make your heart soften and your eyes open in a way they never have before. You have cried over so many things you thought you lost, so many doors you believed should have opened, so many people you wished had stayed, so many situations you felt slipped out of your hands. You blamed yourself at times. You thought you were not enough. You thought you missed something. You thought your prayers were ignored, and I had forgotten about you. But today, I am lifting the veil. I am pulling back the curtain. I am revealing the truth behind the things you never understood. There were silent interventions, wholly unseen moments where I stepped in front of you. I redirected you away from danger. I protected you from what you could not see. I shielded you from harm. I trimmed the path before you. I moved things out of your way without you even knowing it happened. You did not see my hand, but it was there every step. You did not hear my voice, but it was speaking constantly. You did not feel my movement, but I was always moving on your behalf. I have saved you from more than you could ever imagine. There were wrong relationships I blocked because they would have destroyed your spirit. People you wanted so badly, people you prayed for, people you begged me to keep in your life. Yet you didn't see what I saw. You didn't see the future pain, the future confusion, the future heartbreak hidden in that connection. You didn't see the betrayal waiting for you. You only saw the desire of your heart, and I saw the danger behind it. So I closed the door. I shut down the connection. I made the communication fade. I allowed their heart to turn, not to hurt you, but to protect you. You cried for things that would have broken you, and with love, I said no. I blocked what you cried for because it would have destroyed what I am building in you. There were opportunities you wanted that I shut down. Jobs that did not accept you, places you tried to fit but could not, plans you made that fell apart. Not because you lacked ability, but because the path was wrong. If you had walked through those doors, you would have been tied down. You would have been slowed down. You would have been drained. You would have been stuck in a season that did not match your calling. You would have settled for less than what I planned. You would have walked into a future that did not match your spirit. So, I closed the door not as punishment, but as rescue. I redirected you away from something that would have limited you. There were decisions you wanted to make, steps you planned to take, actions you thought were right. But something in your heart felt uneasy. Something told you to wait. Something told you not to move yet. You called it fear, but it was my voice. I delayed things because moving too soon would have harmed you. I slowed you down so destiny could catch up. I held you still so disaster could pass by. You wanted speed, but I needed alignment. You wanted to rush, but I was building something that required perfect timing. There were prayers I did not answer immediately, not because I rejected you, but because I was protecting you. You think unanswered prayers mean abandonment, but they often mean divine intervention. I was saying, not this, Not now. Not in that way. I have something better. Trust me, you are asking for crumbs when I have prepared a feast. My silence was not absence. It was protection. It was strategy. It was divine wisdom. It was love in a form you did not recognize, my child. Do you remember the times you felt like nothing was changing? When you prayed and the circumstances stayed the same? When you begged for signs and all you heard was quiet? You thought I was ignoring you. You thought I was not listening. But the truth is, unseen miracles were happening behind the scenes. I was shifting people. I was moving hearts. I was aligning perfect timing. I was preparing doors. I was clearing paths. I was holding things together that were falling apart. I was working on layers you could not see. Layers of destiny. Layers of purpose. Layers of protection that surrounded you. And now you are beginning to see the wisdom in everything I did. Now you are beginning to understand why certain things happened the way they did. Now you are beginning to see my hand in your past. And what you see is just the beginning. What I have ahead for you is beyond what your mind can imagine. It is greater than your greatest dream. It is more beautiful than your deepest hope. This is the promise I am making to you today. You are stepping into divine favor. You are walking into doors that were prepared for you long ago. You are entering a season of abundance, breakthrough, restoration, and unprecedented blessing. And it starts now. It starts with you saying yes. It starts with you believing. It starts with you sharing what you heard today with someone you know needs this message. Because when you share this, you are planting seeds of faith. You are declaring that you believe. You are telling heaven that you receive what I have declared. Your support, no matter the size, becomes a seed that multiplies blessings back into your own life. You are no longer seeing in the ordinary way, so believe with all your heart. Hold on to every word I have spoken to you. Meditate on the truth that you are chosen. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. You are stepping into your greatest season. The breakthrough is here. The restoration has begun. The new beginning is now. I love you with an everlasting love. And what I have declared over your life, no one can take away. Not the enemy, not your circumstances, not your past. Nothing and no one can stop what heaven has set in motion for you. This is your moment.